All right, welcome back to another episode of the Strive Show. It's been a little bit since we've been here, so we wanted to talk about today a little bit more about colic. What is it and what you can do about it as a parent. Welcome to the Strive Show. I'm Dr. Jake Grinaker, and together with the amazing doctors at Strive Chiropractic, our phenomenal team, and some extraordinary guests along the way, we will be in the pursuit of truth in all things health, life, and family. We believe you not only can handle the truth, you deserve it. Enjoy the show. All right, guys, we are going to dive into colic today. It's something that comes up a lot. We see a lot of kids in our practice and a lot of brand new babies, and colic is a thing we hear a lot. Like, oh man, they were like this angel baby. They were perfect for the first week, 10 days. Then all of a sudden now they're colicky. They have a witching hour. They're after a certain feeding, they have this. It's always a certain time of night, or whenever we lay them on their back, they're colicky. There's all these times that we hear it, but we want to dive into really more what are people talking about when they talk about colic?
Yeah, you hear about, they're fussy, they're crabby, and it's really kind of diving in, trying to figure out like, what is it, right? And what's causing it? And that's the biggest thing, right? Is just trying to figure out what's actually causing it.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing, so everybody knows, this isn't controversial. We're not trying to stir the pot, but colic isn't anything. Like, colic isn't a thing. It's not a problem. It's not I have colic, like I have a left foot, or I have this disease, or I have something else. Colic is literally just describing like a fussy baby.
Yeah, it's a label.
It's a label.
That's really all it is just a label. It really doesn't tell you anything as far as really what's going on. It's just a label.
Yeah, so it's describing a baby that's uncomfortable, right? And there's a lot of different ways that it happens. So even a minute ago, I described when we usually hear colic, and when you're talking about colic and you hear like these different incidents, it's kind of like pointing us in the direction of where it's coming from a little bit. Whenever we hear like, oh, they're colicky, and it's always after they eat.
Yep.
Well, your uncomfortability could be coming from digestion.
Yep.
Like, okay, they're colicky, but it's only when we lay them on their back. It's positional,
Correct.
Or they're colicky, it's only at a certain time of night. What's happening, as they're getting tired or as this certain time of night happens. So it can clue in a little bit, but we hear colic that tends to fall in these categories.
Absolutely. And it again, it's like trying to figure out like that cause, right?
Yep.
And like we talk about this all the time, like trying to find the cause. And when you start to kind of make the correlation between these certain things, like that should be kind of your trigger that, okay, maybe there's something going on more than just this label of colic. And that's the important thing, is to figure out like there's got to be something else going on in the bigger picture that's actually causing this.
Yeah. And it usually follows those things closely. So whenever we talk through parents and we're in here in the office, we try to figure out, okay, what is associated with this colic, right? So we talk about eating. Well, it's usually digestive distress that's causing the colic or uncomfortability. Yep. Your baby's brand new. They can't tell you they're not feeling great. Right. So the only way they have to tell you is to scream, right? So that's letting you know, hey, there could be some digestion stuff that's off. They're talking about, and they're laying down, or we notice a head preference. Yep. Well, there's probably something stuck or that's going on, that they don't have normal motion. They can't move through these normal things, and it's making them uncomfortable in there.
And it's really not a whole lot different than what we get with adults. It's just like you said, they're infants. They can't tell us what's wrong. They can't tell us where they're hurting. Like you said, all they can do is scream, because that's the only way they know how to communicate. Yeah. So
we see a lot of adults with colic. We should start. We should actually start that. A little overly whiny.
Absolutely.
Adult colic. We might have started a thing
start
there.
Using that.
But the first thing we do when we see those babies is that we start diving into that why.
Yep.
Like, why is it that they're having that? Yep. Trying to find out what's going on with that digestion. Find out what's going on with that. Mobility. Is there that through the birth trauma process? Do they have some restrictions in there where they can't move well? They may be showing up as a flat spot, or they're not feeding well on one side, or you notice that they have a preference as they're laying in a car seat or something like that. We're really diving into, well, okay, they're uncomfortable, or they're telling you they're uncomfortable through this colic thing. Why is it that they're uncomfortable, and what can we do to address that problem to remove that issue? Yep. And magically the uncomfortability goes away.
For sure. And it's peeling back the layers of that onion, right? Trying to kind of figure it out. And it might be more than one thing. Yep. It might be that, it's a they need to be adjusted thing, or they have a head preference thing, or it might be, you can add in some of the dietary stuff to it. And it could be a combination of those. It might not just be one or the other.
Yeah, because we usually see that as colic is usually part of, like, these kids have they have 4 things and colic's one of them, right? Well, a lot of times we'll address it's not 4 different problems. It's one thing that's causing all of this stuff, colic being one of them. Yeah. So it's pretty cool as we start to unwrap these layers like Brian talked about in the onion. It's like, wow, their digestion's really improving, and their colic's going away. Well, it was one and the same thing. It's not like there's 4 problems are magically going away. Right. It's the one problem is going away and the 4 symptoms are starting to kind of get rolled back.
Yep, for sure. They're sleeping better, they're eating better. Yeah. They're not as fussy, they don't have as much gas. It's all that. But it just, like you said, it just relates back to that, taking care of that one thing kind of clears out all of it.
Yeah. And the last thing I want to kind of touch about this too is I think the hard part is it's a group of parents or moms will get around and they start normalizing some of these things. Like, oh, my baby has a witching hour. Like, that's a normal thing. Like, your baby should not have a witching hour. Or like, oh, they're uncomfortable, but it's just for the 2 hours after they eat. Like, that's not normal. No, it's not okay. Or, oh, they sleep fine, but they have to be in this perfect position to sleep. They have to be laying at a 31-degree angle and like all these kind of things. Like, that also is not normal.
No,
so
I think as adults, if we were to tell ourselves that same thing, and tell ourselves that was normal, we wouldn't think that.
We wouldn't think it, right?
And it's not normal for our kids either.
No. So don't sit around and normalize these things. Get them checked. And it's a great idea because it's a little warning light or warning sign. How great that we're identifying maybe this issue at 2 weeks old or 2 months old,
for sure,
or even 2 years old, and they haven't had this problem for 30 years. Yep. It's so much easier to identify and correct when it hasn't been there that long.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Yeah. Take care of it when, right away, if you can. Like Jake said, that warning light comes on. That should be your sign as a parent. Like, this isn't normal. Yeah. Let's get them in, get them checked, get this taken care of so that we don't have to deal with this, because we want our kids to be normal and healthy and happy, and it makes life as a parent that much easier too, for sure.
For sure. And honestly, sometimes it'll seem weird, but a lot of times we'll celebrate with these parents, when they're in at 2 weeks old. I'm like, but how great that the warning light came on when it's so small. And we're the amount of time it takes to correct, a 2-week-old, versus a 45-year-old is a little different.
That's the other cool thing too. They respond so well. Fast. Their bodies are so new and fresh, and they just respond so quickly. It's awesome when you see that. Yeah. For sure.
So if you're watching this and you're describing you potentially or your baby, please, now's the time. Take care of it when it's small. Don't put up with it. Don't normalize these things. Don't get around a group of parents and be like, oh, yeah, well, my baby does it. That must mean it's normal. It's not normal. It's common, but it's not normal. And it's something that we can help. And the sooner the better.
Absolutely. Yep. Come in, get checked. Let's get it taken care of.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we actually have a sign up somewhere in here that says, the best time to get anybody checked is immediately after birth. The second best time is now. Yep. Right now. Yep. Yeah. So whenever you're watching this, whether it's you or your child, now is the best time.
Now's a good time.
So we'd love to help you. Love to take care of you. If we can answer any more questions or something more specific going on with you, shoot us a message, check out our website, whatever it may be. We'd love to help you out in any way we can.
Absolutely.
Take care, everybody. Thanks for tuning into The Strive Show. Whether you are watching this on YouTube or listening to the podcast on your favorite platform, make sure you hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you found value in today's episode, please share it with a loved one. We would be honored. Thanks and have a fantastic week.